pocket for the UAE and Israel. He's not even hiding it. It's awesome. I love that. Also, let's see what this was. This is the reverse LeBron James situation, it seems. Flash during the 2026 All-Star Weekend at the Intuit Dome. Spike Lee was spotted courtside carrying a bag featuring the Palestinian flag and keffiyeh pattern paired with a Black History Month hoodie, a gesture that did not go unnoticed. The GOAT. Free fire. Spike Lee has actually read Malcolm X. Okay, why are we still shitting on LeBron? No, it's worthy. It's worthwhile. It's deserving. I will admit. Speaking of my haters and their fucking downfall, we also have Drew Pavlov. Hutch doesn't seem worried about optics. What do you mean?
I just wanted to, stop by and say what's up. But listen, I'm putting together a team. Like, we got to get a team going of like fucking strong liberals, all right?
So I do have POCD and I do consume lolly.
So like, you're in the network now, and maybe we can have some conversations in the future, and
I would count as a lower P pedophile. Yes.
try to like build up a movement of.
I need to have a little girl to wrap myself around. I need to have like a 12-year-old.
I am a very strong liberal, that's for sure. I do talk about politics a lot. I'm not.
Well,
really
you agree
connected.
with me, you agree with me, so I assume you're like really smart. So.
It's the pedo Avengers, dude. I mean, this paired up with the fact that Hutch said he would vote for Jeffrey Epstein as long as Jeffrey Epstein was a Democrat. What more can you say? Why is it every single one of your haters? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's not food shops or food shops spliced into Hutch. Hutch demanding that they create a Pet Avengers together, I guess. How are these people not banned? Because they haven't. People don't get banned anymore, man. That's it. They only get banned if like the right wing cries enough. Okay, that's just unfortunately the reality. That's it. It's like if the right cries and manufactures outrage about you not being banned, only then does Twitch ever actually enforce its terms of service nowadays. That's it. You got to get enough people who are pro-Israel and pedophilic to cry about it on the internet. And also all of their fucking sweepers that are in the commentary sphere that have maintained this strong apolitical centrist, sometimes far right, sometimes liberal, but certainly right-wing narrative. Hutch actually went to food shops to recruit him for his liberal Avengers. I know. It's so fucking... He bet me that Trump would be in prison and that Biden would win re-election. Most incorrect man in history. I know. It was awesome. By the same token, I could just as easily ask why Hassan himself, with his enormous wealth and vast network of connections, isn't currently organizing around this issue. For what? The very fact that the Democrats are not organizing around this severe violation is an abdication of duty even I didn't think they were capable of. This is about State Department doc ordering agents to monitor all student visa holders' social media. Wait, he's saying, why don't I, as a singular person, how could I use my vast amount of wealth to do something about this? At most, I could use my vast amount of wealth to what? Urge the Democrats to organize around it? What the fuck? Hutch, you still owe me $1,500 for the 2 bets you lost. Joe Biden would win the 2024 presidential election campaign. Donald Trump would be put in prison for his crimes for longer than 30 days by January 21st, 2025. Pay up. From fucking Mike from Pennsylvania sending me his tweets from March 30th, 2025. Anyway, let's talk about another one of my fucking weirdo haters. Hutchinson, you told me personally you distanced yourself from Destiny, the domestic abuser, when you found out in mid-2025. Am I seeing a problematic pattern of revenge? Worried longtime fan, K-Hive 2028. Please stop. It's so depressing seeing this COD OG I watched at 13 become this perma loser. I don't even understand how the fuck he became this. I genuinely don't get it. What is this? He posted his, what is this? His A number, alien registration number, as proof he got deported. Billie Eilish got me deported from the US. I spent 30 hours in custody at LAX trying to explain to the agents that my shit posts about moving to her mansion on stolen land were just a joke. Her lawyers seem to have actually compiled a dossier on me because the agents were asking me about my entire history as an activist opposed to the Chinese government. Whether I had ever plotted to assassinate Chinese Communist Party officials, it was legitimately insane. I suffered for my art as an online shit poster. I was victimized and martyred by Billie Eilish. I'm going to be honest with you. This is the only time. This guy basically thinks reform is too woke. Yeah, because there's like, Muslim white supremacists in reform, right? Yo, can he say that? Chat, can he get so based? Chat, you hear that? He said radical Islam pog. That's crazy. Whoa, he's so edgy, guys. Yo, guys, this guy's awesome.
will mean banning the burqa, outlawing Sharia law, blocking cousin marriages, and reimposing our Christian-based rule of law.
Oh my God. Bro, it's kind of fucked up that he panned over to all of his girlfriends, by the way. He's like, yes, no more cousin marriages. Marriages between man and sheep, of course, is restoring the British style.
God. He's saying it. Bro, what the fuck? This is amazing.
It's so fake. Like, the funniest thing is that he's so... What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, it's Marat, I'm pretty sure. Can you get the door too? Yeah, can you get the Fiona's here.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you say that? Oh my God. It's like, it's so funny because there's 0% chance guys like this get like not even 3% of the vote. Like, what's good, King? Oh, this your favorite content creator, Marat? Marat is off camera pointing to Asgol saying that's my favorite content creator. Yeah. Yeah, we got him, boys. It's over. He's at 10%. Oh shit, dude. It's over. Hello. Hey, what's up? I was kidding when I said it's cooked. There's this guy, dude. Breaking: British far-right politician drops out of parliament race, converts to woke Islam after receiving the endorsement of Asmongold. I realized how much of a chud I had become. Yeah, all he's gonna do is like split the reform vote. He's not gonna get enough. He's not gonna get enough of a fucking vote to win. Great, I love this stuff. I don't even know the actual dynamics at play in this individual race. But for me, it's really funny. Like I said, it's like this is the face of the international, like the global nationalist, far-right reactionary movement. And I say the more the merrier, right? The more Asmongold is like featured as a prominent right-wing fixture, the better it is because he is normie repellent. He gets the numbers on the internet, or at least on Twitch, maybe on YouTube as well. But in the real world, I think most people find him to be a morally repugnant individual. But even before they get to his morally repugnant ideals, they can't even get to his ideals because they just find him to be repulsive in general. So for me, I love that he is becoming the face, right? He is a far, from our perspective, for our goals, he is a far better representation of far-right politics than even Ben Shapiro could be, because at least Ben Shapiro can hold his own in a conversation and come across like a normal human being. Like he gets to exist in the normie sphere. He gets to present himself as someone who is like an intellectual, for example. Whereas Asmongold cannot be seen as a normal person by the large majority of voters. I really hope Zach and the Greens manage to pull more of the older people because I'm scared to live in Britain at this point. Yeah. I remember back in 2015 when Trump was polling around 10%. Brother, you cannot fucking compare Donald Trump, American politics in general, to British politics. But you cannot compare Donald Trump's rise to power within the ranks of the Republican Party to like a parliamentary system where a guy is like, the reform vote is far too woke for me. Okay? But I mean, look, I said this already. I love that the face... I love that the face of the global nationalist movement is a dude whose skin has fused into his gaming chair. What you see on these algorithms do not reflect real world values. I truly believe that. Yeah, you got an illiterate high school dropout. You got meth head who hits himself in the face with hammers. Gay Mexican neo-Nazi manlet. Lives in trash, only eats fast food, and never showers. It's not looking too great. Especially because, like, all you need to do is basically say this guy had a blood wall where he would like spit his bloody mouth from not fucking brushing his teeth ever. Like, if you think people saying, oh, this guy Hassan is a dangerous radical, he said America deserved 9/11 is impactful, which it isn't. Okay. And it probably would be more impactful if I was like a big bearded guy and like at least look the part, you know what I mean? Because let's be real, people care about optics. People care about optics when it comes to fuck you. People care about optics when it comes to when it comes to marketing, when it comes to like messaging. I look and act a certain way, and whether you want to recognize that or not doesn't matter. Like, people respond to that. I was saying fuck you to Marat. Yeah, he was flipping me off. Tommy Robinson is now writing columns for Jerusalem Post, which is awesome. He is like so deeply in the more I ever have found myself thinking, glory to ICE. Okay. I never thought it would happen. It's like, I never ever thought we would get to this place. I never thought we would get to this place. All glory to ICE and the Department of Homeland Security and the fucking brave warriors that stopped this goddamn terrorist from entering my beautiful state and my beautiful city of Los Angeles, California. Woo, maybe we should be reforming ICE. I really hope he actually got deported. I don't think he did. I think he had the wrong visa or something. You did own Hutch in that debate? These guys never let that stuff go. Wait, what debate? I debated Hutch? I don't even remember. I think you mean Mike probably owned him because I don't recall. Did I ever debate Hutch? Billy Eislish? Yeah, I think he, I assume that Drew Pavlov, who is a notorious liar, is probably lying right now and farming it to make it seem like he actually got deported. But I really hope he did. I really, really hope he got, deported because, I debated him on impeachment.
I'm 36, bro.
You're 36 years old, Hutch? Holy
36.
shit.
Yep.
Wait, he was 36 years old in 2019? Oh my God. Oh my God. But back then he wasn't like a fucking weirdo, right? Articles draw on numerous investigations. It's never been hyper-focused on one thing individually. And I think that is how it should be done, especially in the case of someone like Donald Trump, who is insanely corrupt. Wait, he had 500 viewers back then? He has less viewers now? Oh, that's crazy. He had hair. He had fucking hair back then. He had more viewers back then. God damn, he got cooked. How the fuck did he lose 100% of his hair and 50% of his audience? Ended Prime Hutch. If D isn't live, he can clear 1K, but poofs after D goes live. Oh, that's so sad. Do you think he blames you? No. Bro worked with Machinima back in the day, so he low-key peaked in like 08. I mean, he wasn't like a fucking weirdo back then. He was not as big as a weirdo back then at all. Over the last like 6 years, and eating Destiny's ass crumbs to the best of his ability have turned him into this like weird fucking liberal monster who's even more wrong than Sex Pestany is, because Sex Pestany's wrong, but Hutch is wrong on a delay because he's waiting for Sex Pestany to say things so he can regurgitate it. So then he's wrong on an even larger delay. It's so sad. I truly don't understand how you fucking get to this point where you're like begging a fucking sub 30 pedophile YouTuber. They're not even a pedophile YouTuber, but like a pedophile streamer that is like just another chatter from the Sex Pestany sex cult for an allegiance so you can build a pedo neoliberal Avengers. Like, very, very sad. His last VOD has 84 views, not 84K, 84 views. Ugh. I also don't get it. Like a whole ass grown ass man just got captivated by another grown ass man. You can see that his career completely flatlined when he became a deorbiter in 2021. His following was growing and hit a brick wall. If you look at his SG, you can see the exact point he destroyed his career. Negative following since 2021. Lamau. League of Statutory Gentlemen. Preteen Titans. Legion of Groom. Like if you have your own, the thing is, his last chat in here was him rating you, Lamau. The thing is, if you have your own personal opinion, you can carve out a place for yourself. Like you can always carve out a place for yourself. You can carve a community out for yourself. But if you're like hyper focusing on building an audience from another person's audience, like you're always going to be at their mercy. Like Michael from Pennsylvania and I disagree from time to time on issues. A lot of people will be like, oh, yo, Mike, you're dick riding us on or whatever the fuck. First of all, he has his own opinions. He has his own development. I have mine. And we have our own community. Sure, our community is obviously intertwined with one another. But the reality of the matter is like, there are things that he says that I don't agree with. There are things that I say that he doesn't agree with. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly normal. But these guys don't do that. They don't have any investment whatsoever in a political project where there can be like any room for disagreement whatsoever. He's just like, they consistently project their own fucking personal insecurities for not having established their own worldview or have their own opinions on other people. Where they're like, oh, you guys, you have orbiters. Like, that's not the case. I have people who I collaborate with. I have peers. I don't have fucking man myself, obviously. And it's embarrassing that I do the things that I do. But it's fucking crazy. It is crazy how desperate they are to dick eat off of a crumb of clout. A crumb of clout off a clavicular. Oh my God. Oh, I love seeing these fucking haters fall apart. Like, Anna has a child who she almost killed because she refused to get vaccinated. They love your mog. I say to a 19-year-old who abused steroids so fucking hard he became infertile. Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's fucking dope. Oh, God. The way that people are just openly embarrassing themselves so hard. The entirety of the Dime Square project has fucking fallen apart, dude. It is crazy. I mean, they never had anything, to be fair. They never had any like significant cultural output. It was just a bunch of like other New York Times journalists that were like propping it up. They got Peter Thiel funding and that's pretty much it. But, oh, it's so funny to see men.
You're a good guy, Clap. Don't do this to me, bro. It's Valentine's Day. Oh, God, he's trying to be Marlon so bad. This is literally shit that organically happened to Marlon when he was first blowing up, that they're basically setting up and clipping and blasting into oblivion. It's retarded, you know that. Everybody knows Marlon is the real, everybody knows Marlon is the real mogger, okay? He's the top.
I want you guys to guess how far away the cup is from the ground. Yeah. Valentine's Day was yesterday. The kindness of your heart, bro. Come on. You're a good guy. I know you're a good guy. Brother, 18 minutes ago, Valentine's Day ended, so you're gonna have to fuck up. I'm good. Bro, come here. 1 year, bro. Why is this guy begging me? Come on, man. That's literally the lamest shit ever. It is retarded, you know that.
When he got the same girl in his van, his opener was, so do you think Epstein mogs? I don't know if I'm like too old when I look at this stuff and I think like this is corrupting the minds of the youth. Okay? Like am I too old?
Maybe. I might be too old because like sometimes I want to laugh at this because it's funny. It's objectively funny. I mean, he's a fucking idiot, right? It's entertaining because it's like a real life JoJo sequence, okay? With all the mogging, with all the different characters in this universe. I just wish it was like maybe 200% less racist, you know? Because like a big part of these guys, a big part of their appeal is also about saying like that they're pro-white supremacist shit, you know what I mean? So that kind of takes me out of it a little bit. Like they're super fucking reactionary. They're like, you know, they shit on women all the time. They fucking, I mean, they sig heil. They say the N-word. Like Clavicular is famous for saying the N-word all the time in public. And it's like, at that point, I feel like it moves beyond like, haha, you know, this is fun to watch from afar to like, what the fuck are you doing? Right? But when I see stuff like this, I do realize when I see stuff like this, I do realize like how much the youth's brain has been corrupted, how much has been poisoned.
Your tribute to be your big titty emo goth girlfriend, not goth. What? POV when he tells you he watches this on.
With the Teddy Fresh beanie too. Oh no, look how much time has changed. Oh my lord.
You need head? Oh wait.
What the dude? Listen, good job, guys. This is how you get laid, dude. The best rap? Yeah, this is true. This is the best rap. Straight up.
Piker one.
You're not too woke. A part of me finds it hard to reconcile how much spectacle is being derived from young people with eating disorders. Yeah, this is like a whole sequence of me getting away with it. This used to be the poppin' thing.
Easy, and then like this is all hand.
Tie me to the bed.
Piercings and anymore. Likes goth girls, septum piercings, and bangs. I only know because he never shuts up about it. No!
LSF used to love this shit. This used to fucking pop off on LSF.
Oh, I don't have any of that!
I don't know what this is. The glory days when Hasanabi Productions used to horny post like a motherfucker. Jesus Christ, I just remember that lady from Japan who wanted you to take a trip. Oh, you mean Ray Lil Black, who actually renounced her former ways in adult video and became Muslim. She reverted to Islam and she no longer does porn. That was Ray Lil Black, though, back in the day. The porn star. Or who could forget the old OG Mogger, dude. Not her, Lamau. We talking about the old lady? No, Ray Lil Black is the porn star. She was the porn star who was like trying to get me to go to Japan and meet up with her. There was also, yeah, she's in Malaysia now. I got introduced to you from a dude on YouTube who shit talked you, but I low-key agree with what you were saying, so I dropped that. That's funny. What was I? There was more of that. Number 2 ranked chat androgenic means that Connor Murphy strategized the next move in World War Mog, studying the AC failure steroid and peptide cycle. There's side characters, yeah. That's why I said it's like JoJo. It's like, I've seen this guy. He's got his like people. He's a bit of a lolcow. The number 2 ranked chat androgenic continues to search the city as the ASU frat leader remains unseen. Like I think he flew in from Australia to ASU or something. He's like a separate side character in this universe. Because like they genuinely cannot talk. They genuinely cannot communicate. They genuinely do not have the capacity to like. Some of them can't even emote. It's pretty wild. And yeah, World War Mog, Marlon is one of them. This is the ASU frat leader who is Albanian. So obviously that's my number 1 pick for World War Mog, obviously. And then that's the, what was it, Syrian Psycho or something? Yeah, but he's Muslim Albanian, the frat leader. So he's one of us, okay? Then you have this guy who did like the face reviews or whatever, Syrian Psycho. And then on the other side, I don't know who this guy is, Clavicular. And then this is the androgenic or whatever. The entire looks maxing movement explained.
5, Australian, Terra Chad, androgenic has flown to the U.S. and bone mash maxed in order to hunt down ASU frat leader and engage in mog off to avenge clavicular after the brutal frame mog incident that took place last week.
How do you know all this? Because I'm extremely online. It's my job to know. Also, I was literally aware of like lookism communities and looks maxing before these people actually established consciousness. To be fair, you can also say that they haven't still established consciousness. But, you know, I was there when the legends were I was there in the tomes when the legends were being written. There is a video out there of me going and looking at my profile, like me being discussed on one of these like early fucking lookism forums where they're like, oh, dude, also on many different instances. Can you double your age and pass it to me so I can escape this era of looks maxing, please? No. Yeah. See?
All right. Chad, who wants to fucking find my lookism? Who wants to find my lookism.net 0.01% frame? JFL unmoggable. Okay. Hold on, I gotta pee first, but I'll be back in 1 second.
This is from, I mean, this is a re-upload from 2020, but it's actually from like 2019, I suspect, right?
Located the pelvis of the last 10 women I was with through the force of my load when I came gallant.
I thought mogged was a new word. No, dude. What? No, this has been around for a minute. This has been around for a long ass fucking time. This is where it was being invented in real time. Lookism has been around for even longer than this, but like this was like an incel forum that hyper scrutinized the way dudes look.
Was I gonna do a stream with Destiny and Raj? No, Raj is BSing. I never said I was gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
That's how old it is.
All right, there might be some fucked up shit here. Okay. His reputation is minus 8,000 points, so. I hate this cock F word. He's insanely good looking and aesthetic, though. He's so wide. What a hairy beast, total hunk. Too bad his face is on the ugly side. Shook like a leaf live on Twitch when Christchurch happened. Just LOL. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's if you want to understand their politics even back then, they were celebrating Christchurch and shit. You know what I mean? The OG version of this when I was a teenager, because this is far past that point as well. This is like 2019. But the earlier versions of this that I also frequented were the bodybuilding forums, right? Every now and then, like when I was a teenager, you had PUA, Pickup Artistry, and you had bodybuilding.com forums. That's where Ziz came from, right? The famous iconic Ziz, rest in power. And Mohammed says, we went from this is we're all going to make it, bruh, to it's over in a span of a generation. He died in 2011 before influencers existed. A lot to be said about how young men have changed in the age of social media and alienation. I was actually going to write something sort of meaningful to me about Ziz and the generation of men since, physically manifested in clavicular. I learned Clav found the Looks Maxing forums when he was 14, same age I was when /fit reopened in early 2008. Ziz would chat with us, sometimes on there, when he wasn't ban-evading ginger mod, lol. But my girlfriend and I lost our dog today, so I can't really focus on all that for the time being. But yeah, so Ziz was a product of the bodybuilding forums, like early, you know, up to like the 2010s. And then it was like this is when I was in fucking Turkey, for the record, like that way back in the day. This is when I was like you know, I was in these forums trying to figure out how to looksmax, unironically looksmax before the term ever existed, as in try to physically improve myself. Because this is a real journey that a lot of young men go on, and it's perfectly normal, and it can be perfectly healthy, as in my case, or it can be incredibly unhealthy in the case of, I guess, like clavicular, right? Which way, Western man? And I mean, check in on your nephews, like check in on your younger brothers, check in on the students in your class if you're a teacher, because a lot of them are swept up with this like looks maxing shit. But basically, that was like the OG version, and then the PUA forums came out, and then lookism is like the much more base boosted, much more incel adjacent version of that. But it was still, up until this point, even back then, relegated to the darkest corners of the internet, right? These were still forums. These were very much a product of like shit that you could not find on social media, and shit that normies would look at you funny about if you were to ever reveal to them that you were engaging in this kind of like ancient secret art. They don't have a name, but there's a growing number of bodybuilding degen content creators who are running the under 25 and make insane money, basically speed running Ziz and Piana lifestyle. One of them currently has congestive heart failure. The popularity of their content feels like an omen. Oh, 100%. 100%. That's exactly what they're doing. Rich Piana is another legend. R.I.P. Rich Piana. R.I.P. Ziz. If you do not see a meaningful life ahead of you, a family, a home, a stable job, then why not? It's the perfect content for young men who feel and are correct that they have no future, not dim prospects or a tough road, literally no future. So fuck it. D-ball and Ket. Run it. I've read a bunch of bios and books about people who were in and around the Bromley contingent at the height of the punk scene in the UK, and the feeling was the same. No jobs, no hope, no future. Bunch of them partied and drank and died very young. We got cool clothes and music. Problem is, their cultural output is disastrous, and there is no cool clothes or music coming out of this fucking scene. That's the other side of this. Like their cultural output is so entirely focused on live streaming, live broadcasting, and making money. That's the only culture. That is the only cultural output that they have. Whereas like these other scenes that were cultivated, that were created as a response to the time and the material conditions at the time, at least had like some kind of focus on art. These guys only make. He was posting on r/looksmax advice. Yeah. This was years ago. Years ago. This is like his, the first time I think he like posted this shit. This feels like finding that old photo of Tekashi 69. Yeah. Clavicular's grandma called him and pressed him for his comments about JD Vance, who posted Clavicular. Old Clavicular. And he's probably like 13, 14 here, I assume. But yeah, these guys just like do a fuck ton of steroids, do peptides, do a whole experiment with like a crazy cocktail of shit. And then, fuck their lives up, fuck their bodies up. And also, he's 18, it said in the post. Wait, I thought he was younger than that in that photo. I guess it did say it was 18, but I'm pretty sure isn't he lying in that? Not 14 or 15. Are you crazy? No. Because I thought that was older. That was older than when he first came on the scene. He's been on the scene for only 1 year because he's like 19 right now. Or as I jokingly say, these guys are male-to-male trans.
New characters? A new challenger has arisen. The shit is like, it's like Dragon Ball Z now. There's like always a new character that shows up out of nowhere. You can't possibly be more beautiful than that man, can you? Wait, someone else has arrived. Look at him. Oh my god, he is 6'4", and look at his frame. He must be juice maxing. Uh-oh, his frame, it's over 9,000. Bone mash maxing to hunt down the frame mog incident mog off to Do you see what happens to white people when they can't steal black people's language? Do you see what happens to us? Do you see what we're reduced to? This is the shit that we start coming up with. Bone mass maxing.
I mean, it's not wrong. But yeah, it is a real strange and real sad state of affairs overall, but it's also very funny. So I'm going to continue fucking watching it. I'm going to continue monitoring the situation because I do enjoy like the silly ha-has, right? But here is me looking at this shit back in the day.
Wide as fuck. Yeah, because he's Turkish, hairy, and muscular guy. His skull size is subhuman. His face looks asymmetrical. Isn't his head just small? I saw him on stream next to Destiny and he made him look like an absolute toddler. Even that Korean... Okay, moving past that one. Isn't his head just small when the coping is too strong? How is his skull small, you coping subhumans? He's 6'4", having a small skull while being tall is impossible. Look how hard you cope because he mogs you to death. That's not a small skull size. His skull's 3 times bigger than mine. God damn it, crying for him. Oh my fucking god, these people are like... It looks like they ripped off a soy boy's head and put it on a Chad's body. Cope in this thread saying his ugly face. He's a 7.5 out of 10 PSL facially, 9 out of 10 PSL body overall, 8 out of 10 PSL. God tier jaw. San's a leg count is in the 300s. Dude, this is like... Are you motherfuckers in here? Tell me right now. Are you motherfuckers in here? Right now. Any of you motherfuckers in here? This is like some Ross show shit, okay? Like, these people watch the Ross show. 100%. Who's writing this shit, huh? Like, literally the same. Up here, I thought I was fucking talking and educating people on incel culture when the incels are literally here.
Why do you sound like that? Different microphone is a Bluey Eddie. Did chat create that mog shit ironically and then it came to be? No. Mogging has been around. Mogging has been around for a very long time.
Skull size average, if not slightly above. Look at pics next to him. Anyone, his skull's usually larger. I guess that makes sense. At least they all love fucking, you know, Pierre and Playboy Cardi and Famous Dex is a woman beater, but appears to have a small head and a big frame, which is a typical Chad combo. Exactly. Heroic proportions or just rope yourself. Let's be honest here. He looks like utter shit and is haloed by his height. His body, skinny fat as shit with gyno. His face, ugly and hiding his shitty jaw with a beard. He looks soft and cuck as fuck. He's PSL 410 at best. His height saves him. He is subhuman. I mog him to oblivion if I'm going to be honest.
The thing is, like, there was actually a fairly decent video from ContraPoints about the phrenology aspect of incels and like looks maxing way back in the day. Connecting both of these movements, or like why they're so perfectly aligned with one another, like why incels more often than not are just like straight up white supremacists.
Fucking wrecked me, dude. Mogging is when you like when you just
my
look
my
better
ADHD is so bad even back then.
than I think. Oh my god, incels wiki. Mogging is the act of undermining another person by surpassing them in some way. This usually refers to surpassing another person in physical appearance, but can also be used in other contexts such as surpassing them in wealth. A person who typically mogs others is called a mogger. A person who typically gets mogged is called a moggy or mog victim. Photo evidence here is
Whoever that fucking guy is. Anyway, what is this?
okay. First of all, it's not.
Yeah, and then Destiny. In the mogging gallery. Did you hit the Iran drama yet? What? Mogladite? Dude, that's fucking, I like that. Oh,